Hi, Capricorn rising. Um, yeah, okay, that's perfect. Hi, if you are a Capricorn rising, then this video is for you. So, what is Capricorn, right? Capricorn is an earth sign. It's cardinal. It's ruled by Saturn, and it's ruled by the 10th house, which is the midheaven. So, if we put these things in the first house, we have someone that appears to be someone that is all about business, someone who appears to be very reserved and only says things when they need to say things, or when they feel like they need to say things, or when they feel like whatever they have to say has some kind of meaning. These are people that are not very expressive. These are not like Leo risings. These are people that have, because wherever Saturn is at, it puts boundaries and restrictions, right? So not Aquarius risings, Capricorn risings always put a boundary and a restriction on what they are going to express personally. And they also put boundaries and restrictions in their personal lives, and they like to kind of put boundaries on how much or who they're gonna let into their personal lives, and if they let that person into their personal life, how much of their personal life that they're going to share with that person. But either way, Saturn is going to restrict their personality from being shown, right? So these are the people that look very reserved. They may wear, if they do wear colorful clothes, which they will because of Libra in their midheaven. But generally, these are people that like to look very organized, very clean people. These are also people that may appear to be very somewhat like sad. I know a lot of Capricorn rising just look sad, or they just like they have some like they have like kind of grandpa eyes, kind of like this, like that kind of, not in a bad way though, because that's just what Saturn does. They kind of have like eyes like this, or just kind of like they're sleepy kind of eyes. You know what I'm saying? Or they just look really they look older, or they look like old babies. Do you know what I'm saying? They look like old babies. I don't know if that makes sense. But if you're Capricorn rising, you know exactly what I'm saying. Capricorn risings are usually very quiet people, and a Capricorn might they may be around other expressive people, and then they feel bad, like they feel like, what the fuck, why can't I express myself like this? Or they be like, I can't express myself like this, and I wonder why. Because this is why Saturn puts boundaries and restrictions. So what Saturn is teaching you is to know, because sometimes people okay, it's different for everybody. It's different for each sign, because each sign is ruled by different things, and each sign is good and not good in other sectors of whatever area of life. But you, as a Capricorn rising, you are not going to be able to express yourself, just because you're not Saturn is teaching you to hold in on your energy, and give out your energy to things that need your energy. Don't you, as a Capricorn rising, are not here to just express yourself or just because you want to. You know what I'm saying? You're here to take all of that energy, suck it up, and then put it in things that need you to put them in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, you're gonna appear to be very gloomy, very sad, even when you're not sad, but just very dull, very dry person. You have no oomph with you have no life in you. That's what you appear to be. But depending on your sun and moon, you may be a Gemini sun, or you may be an Aries sun, and your actions are completely different to what you appear to be. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, and then that's your first house. So your second house is going to be, oh yes, your second house is going to be Capricorn, Aquarius, right? So yes, you gain your emotional stability, or not emotional stability, your self-worth stems from when you are being unique, and when you are being original, and when you're not copying other people, and when you're not thinking, oh, okay, I need to be how this person is, I need to do something how this person is doing it, because it got them from point A to point B, so maybe it'll work for me. Your self-worth stems from when, oh shit, your self-worth stems from when you're like, okay, you know what, I'm my own individual, and I have my own energy going on, so how can I use my own energy in my own unique way and make something, or and like how do I create shit that is my own, you know? And this is what you'll appreciate, other people that are like very unique and original, you know? You appreciate other people that come up with ideas and they don't copy other people, because, you know, it kind of opens up a thing of, oh, okay, now we can all be ourselves and be unique and original and our own weirdos, and, you know, just like do shit the way we want it, like do shit the way you want to, without caring about how other people think about you. You know, that's how Capricorns, their self, that's how they gain what's this, self, what's the self value, self worth. So their self worth stems from when they're not giving a fuck about what people think about them, and like just being unique. You know what I'm saying? Being their own unique self. But also, on the negative side, they may gain stability from being very rebellious or very stubborn. Also, because Aquarius is a fixed sign, so being stubborn about what they think. That's how they gain, like that's their emotional worth. In the third house, they have Pisces, right? Now, Pisces is like an illusionary, like illusions. You don't really know if something is real or not, so you don't really know what's going on, you know. And this is like the little sextile thing with the Capricorn rising, is that the Capricorn rising person is also going to appear to be quiet, because sometimes they don't catch on the joke, you know. They don't, like, for example, they may have friends, for example, they like, once again, this thing can play out either way. It can either be you the one that's doing this, or you have people, yo, fuck my back. You have people that are like, oh, we. Or you have other people that are doing this to you, right? So you as a Capricorn rising having Pisces in your third house. So you usually are not people usually don't know, like, you know, you have friends that joke in a friend group, and they joke and they laughing, ha ha ha, and then you just don't know what the fuck's going on, like you just caught on the joke so late, so the only thing you caught on was the ha ha ha, because you were like in your illusion, and you were like you were like busy feeling the vibes of the room, and you weren't really listening to what the joke was, so you only catch on to when people start laughing, and then you start waking up like, oh wait, what, what's going on, what are you laughing at, what's going on, huh? But then once again, you still have a very, like, you know, Capricorn, like, dry face on your look, you know, like, what? I know this because I have two friends with Capricorn risings, and they always do this. Or it could be your friends. So let's say you are a white girl, and you are with like black girls, and they speaking Zulu. You know what I'm saying? It could also be like that. They speaking Zulu, or they speaking whatever they speaking, and then you kind of somewhat left out, and you don't really know what's going on. But it's always like that Pisces in the third house. It's always on some shit like you don't really know what's going on, but you feeling the vibes of people. You feeling your siblings. If it's your siblings, right? You, let's say you have like two other siblings or three other siblings, right? And then your other siblings kind of like, I don't know, they're watching TV, or they're talking about a television show that they were watching together. Or let's say it's, I don't know, someone, your little brother and your mom, they're watching something, but whatever, you know, at home, you guys are like chilling at home, or you chilling with your siblings, and they just watched a series, and now they're talking about it, and you didn't watch that series, so you don't know what the fuck is going on. You're just like, oh, you know. So that's the shit with Capricorn rising. But it could also be you are always with people that are like that. So you may be the one that's always like kikiing, haha, and then you have that one friend that doesn't know what the fuck is going on. But I think for the most part, it's always the other way around, where you as a Capricorn rising, you don't really doubt what the fuck's going on, unless you have Gemini or Aries in your sun and your moon, or you have Virgo. But for the most part, you know, it is what it is. And then your fourth house, you have Aries, right? So now in your home, people are selfish as fuck at home. People will just think for themselves at home. they told at home they probably told you like, listen, you have to make your own money. So you probably had to grow up kind of fast where you had to think, okay, well, people are selfish at home and people aren't gonna think for me. So now I have to think of ways of how to like fend for myself and hustle for myself. Because at home, like everyone was for themselves, that type of thing. But it could also be like that's on the negative side. The positive side, it could also be that people were like really passionate. People were very passionate. People were very yeah, passionate family members, right? But then again, too much passion could also lead to like burning shit down. And I'd say, yo, wait, guys, we don't have to be that passionate all the time. Like, chill. Hey, sometimes we can just like drink water. Like, just calm down, bruh. That type of thing. But for the most part, it could either be you had really passionate family members that were very passionate about whatever they were doing. They really gave a fuck about anything that, like, they gave a fuck about the family. They gave a fuck. Like, it wasn't more so about me, it was about us. So they were selfish with the family. You know what I'm saying? They always thought about, like, they were like, fuck that family, bro. We need to go get food, during the COVID thing, they're probably like, fuck every other family. We need to protect our family, that type of thing. So it could have been that. Or it could have been that your family members were just selfish people and they never considered you. So you had to learn how to, like fend for yourself. And then in your fifth house, you have Taurus, right? So Taurus in your fifth house. So Taurus is your value. So you value things that you're entertained by, right? And Taurus being arts and shit. So you value like artsy shit. You value photography. You value movies. You value music. Oh my God, Capricorn rising people love music. They love music. They love music. They love photography. They're definitely into photography. All my Capricorn rising friends, photographers, they love music. And like they know music that I don't even know. These are the kind of guys where you go to their houses, right? And they put you on. They put you on to artists that you didn't even know, bruh. They love they love going out to parties, right? But they like being around like Capricorn rising are the type of people where it's like, oh, we all going to this party together, we all gonna stay together. Okay, we building this structure, this bond together, so it's us, that type of thing. But oh my God, now I'm just thinking of this one boy. Ugh, that was the best homie. Oh my God. Anyway, yeah. So Capricorn risings with that Taurus in the fifth house. Oh my God, they love art. Anything that is dealing with music, actual like going to an art gallery, food. They love eating. Listen, let me tell you something. Capricorn risings love food. They love food. It's entertaining to eat, and they love like food that looks good. You know what I'm saying? They like cooking food. They like buying food. Jeez, they like eating and listening to music or like watching their favorite shows. They just like to kick back, chill, eat something, nice music, watch their favorite show, chill vibes. Like they're entertained by those kind of things. I love Capricorn risings. Like, oh my God, I love Capricorn risings so much. And they're not stressful, because these are the type of people where okay, but I'll get to what I'm gonna say now when we get to the midheaven. But anyway, yeah, sixth house is your work schedules, your work routines, things that you do on a daily basis, things that you do often, your habits and shit like that. So they had that shit in Gemini, right? So I feel like Gemini, once again, is a very wishy-washy element. I mean, zodiac sign. So their routines, it's not structured. They don't have a structured routine. They don't have a structured routine, and this is kind of why I feel like Capricorn risings can go into a chubbier side, because they don't have like a distinct working out routine. Sometimes they may feel like, okay, I'll do yoga, and then the next day they're like, no, I don't feel like it anymore, I don't do it. And then the next week they're doing Pilates, and then they do it for like a month, and they're like, okay, now I'm done, now I don't want to do it anymore, and then they chill, and then they eat a lot, and then they're like, okay, you know what, I'm vegan now. And then, that type of thing. It's like wishy-washy, just like Gemini vibes, Or they may always just like be like they may just be wishy-washy with their fucking routines, you know. They may just not be consistent with their routines, you know. And this is where they need a Virgo. You need a Virgo to help you out. As a Capricorn rising, you're gonna need a Virgo to help you like set like when to do things and how to do it and managing your time. And then in your seventh house, right? Seventh house is gonna be Cancer. So seventh house in Cancer. So you feel nurtured. You like to feel nurtured in your relationships with people. You know, you like to feel like you like when people are emotionally accepting of you, when you are like having your one-on-one conversations and when you're having your one-on-one connections. You know, you like when people kind of like make you feel comfortable to open up, because obviously with that shit in your with sometimes in your fourth house you can't open up because people don't give a fuck about your emotion. They don't give a fuck about your emotions, you know, because that Aries energy is like, okay, dude, well, fucking deal with it. You know what I'm saying? So in your one-on-one relationships, you like when people are like give you time, you know. And that's the thing that Cancers do. Cancers like make you feel like you are heard. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like as a Capricorn rising, you like that, because I feel like you hold in on shit as a Capricorn rising, because people at home don't want to listen to that because it's not dealing with anything that's exciting. You know, it's like, oh wow, emotions. Really cool. Well, cool. You know, so as a Capricorn rising, you like when people like you attract people that are like that kind of allow you to be emotionally free, and like you love this. You love when people like you may not like when other people are like overly emotional, but you love when people like kind of show you that, listen, you're safe here. You like your emotions are safe with me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then your eighth house is is it Gemini? No, Leo. Eighth house is Leo. Oh yeah, your eighth house is Leo, right? So eighth house is your secrets, your deep desires, your deep passions, right? Things that people don't know that you secretly desire, right? Sex, rebirth, regeneration, transforming yourself, you know, shit like that. You know, one day you like running, and then one day you fell and then you fucked up your ankle, and then that transformed you, and then you're like, you know what, I'm not gonna run anymore. See, that was a transformative situation. So with this, with Leo in your eighth house, so this, like I say, Leo, in like I say in my other videos, wherever Leo is at, it's kind of like where your sun is at. So Leo is shining a light in that house, right? So if you have Leo in your eighth house, you're someone like people know when you are being manipulative. As a Capricorn rising, people know when you're being manipulative, and you know when other people are being manipulative too, you know, or you can kind of sense when other people are manipulative, because you can especially if they're Leos, right? Because like if you are around Leos, they're gonna light up your eighth house, right? So you're gonna feel like, okay, you can be able to tell this person your deepest, darkest secrets, right? So I feel like even with this, you can't really hide your secrets. You know, you're like an open book. People know what the fuck. Somehow people find out your business. Like somehow you had sex with this person and you're like, okay, this is gonna be a secret, but somehow people, like someone knew about it, or people that maybe someone that you didn't want to know about it will know about it. You know what I'm saying? But the nice thing about this is that you also like, I feel like you're a manifester. You know, you can manifest things really well. Just have to work hard for it also, and also be in the right emotional state to do these. But for the most part, you really can't hide. Your secrets are out in the open because of the sun. Your sun illuminates that shit, right? So like people know your secrets. People know what you've been through. Even if it's not this year, people eventually, like, your secrets somehow come out, you know, and we know that vibe. So you need to be strong, you know. You need to be someone that's like, because I know sometimes you're going to want to hide some shit. You know, you're going to want to hide something, and you're going to want to have things to yourself. Yeah. You're gonna want to have things to yourself. You're going to want to not like. You're gonna want to have like some secrets to yourself, but it's gonna be hard for you to do this because it's gonna be like you somewhat of an open book. You know what I'm saying? You're like an open book, and people know. People just know whether you slip like accidentally said something, or whether it was just like the vibration in which you said it with. So people can hint like, oh wait, you said this, but you actually meant that. Okay. Or someone might ask you, where were you on Tuesday? And you're like, you know, that type of thing. But anyway, people know what's up. And then with 8th house, 9th house, your 9th house is in Virgo. Yeah, Virgo. This is the thing. Now, Virgos can teach you a lot about like structuring yourself, right? Because like a Capricorn might not really give a fuck about like the minor details. Okay, my dad just woke up. He might come in and be like, Teno, how? What's that for you? Reading a man. Okay, no, he doesn't care. Okay, never mind. Sorry about that, guys. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Virgos. Virgos can teach a Capricorn a lot about, like, because Capricorns may not even care about the exact details, like the very fine details of something, right? They may just overlook that and be like, listen, this is the final product. Let's just sell that. And then a Virgo can teach them, listen, no, bruh, like this is important. Like, every little step is super important, you know. Also, a Virgo can teach a Capricorn to kind of like, I'm sorry, I'm just listening. Like, you know when you have to listen to your parents like walk so that they don't come into your room, you know. Okay, sorry about that, Capricorn risings. So yeah, um, yeah, a Virgo can teach a Capricorn a lot, right? A Virgo can teach a Capricorn to like, just like not overlook the very details that include to the overall picture, you know, because a Capricorn rising may just care about, oh, just releasing the package as it is. But a Virgo can teach you, no, bruh, you need to carefully care about that. And a Virgo can teach a Capricorn rising. This is what Capricorn risings can learn from Virgo, is to like actually care about their, like, take into consideration that your health is very important, you know, because they have Gemini in their 6th house, right? And a Virgo can teach a Capricorn, listen, dude, I mean, yeah, you can work all day, but if your body is like not fine, if you're not exercising, if you're not getting the proper nutrients that your body needs, you are going to collapse. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's the thing that a Capricorn can learn from a Virgo. And then in the 10th house, right? So now this is where Libra's at. So if you have Libra in your 10th house, now Libra is about connecting, right? One-on-one. So Capricorn rising may like to include themselves. They may like to include themselves with people that, like, they may like to have personal relationships with people that have status. You know what I'm saying? Because Libra is somewhat exalted in the 10th house. It's exalted in Saturn. So it's exalted in the 10th house also. I also think in the 11th house too. But it's like a trine in the 11th house, so not technically. I don't know. Okay, but same energy anyway. So with this, right, with Libra in your 10th house, you as a Capricorn rising, obviously, because you're also trying to reach where you're trying to go, right? You may befriend people that have status, right? You befriend people that like have some kind of direction in their life, that have like clout, call it that. You befriend people that have clout, so that it's like, oh, and also because you whatever that you're into, you probably friends with those people because they're also into the same thing. So you figure like, okay, if I'm friends with these people, then we can relate our art together, we can relate whatever we're doing together, and then that's how we connect, and then that's how I climb the mountain, that's how I get to where I need to be at. That type of vibe, that's your midheaven. So it's not really, you're not like super like selfish like someone like an Aries midheaven, or you're in a Scorpio midheaven where you ruthless as fuck. You know what I'm saying? You're more so relatable. So you relate your artwork. You be like, hey, oh, you do art. Oh my god, I do art. We should collaborate and do art together. That type of thing. And then with 8th house Scorpio, Scorpio in the 11th house, because then it's Sagittarius. Yeah, so Scorpio in the 11th house, right? So with Scorpio in the 11th house, you are always transformed and you always go through extremes, or you always like you seem somewhat of an intense person, or you look like an intense person whenever you are in situations that you don't know of, right? Or now it could either be that, or it could be whenever you are in situations that you're not like so aware of, you go through emotional extremes, right? And these situations always like you go through some kind of someone fucking manipulated the money out of you, or someone like robbed you, you know, they robbed you aggressively, they took your money, they fucking stole your phone, you know what I'm saying? Scorpio in the 11th house, you could like you may have gone through like whenever you around places that you don't know, and this is why you should be really careful, you know what I'm saying, like with who you go out with and who you are associated with, right? Because with Scorpio in the 11th house, what it does is it like people that don't know you might even try to control you and tell you, listen, we're gonna go there, listen, where's your money, give us your money, oh let's have money. They might manipulate it out of you, you know what I'm saying? They might manipulate the money out of you and just like use certain words or push out a specific emotion that's very intense, and you're like, yo, and then you feel obligated to give them your money, you know, or whatever kind of manipulative shit like that. Or on the positive side, you can meet really passionate people that are very, very helpful and passionate about helping you, you know. And you can also find healing, because Scorpio does heal, you know. Scorpio energy is very healing. So you might be out with associates and they might be the people that like end up healing you and helping you with your emotional with like emotion, like you may find healing with someone that you don't know, like a complete stranger type of thing, you know. You guys talk about something, they enlighten you, and then like they, you know, I don't know, they hug you, and then boom, you feel like, god oh my god, you know, that was amazing, that type of thing. And then lastly, your 12th house. So your 12th house is your subconscious and things that you do subconsciously. So subconsciously with Sagittarius there, subconsciously you are very spiritual. Very spiritual. You are either very spiritual or very religious, but you like hold on, you have faith, you know what I'm saying? You're very faithful and you have faith, and you're very like you're ooh, my throat is so cheese. Oh my god. But yeah, you're very like you have so much faith, and like you're like you're like a teacher, you know, because with Capricorn there, it's like you've been through so much, and subconsciously, like you're actually very wise. You're like very wise, and you know how to help other people. Like, because even though you may look dull and very dumb, you know, with that shit, but subconsciously, you're actually a very wise person, and you have so much wisdom, and you have so much to teach other people. But yeah, that's my video on Capricorn rising.